All right, everybody, here we go. Class number 2 in a couple of days. So today, or this week, what we're gonna do more is work on body awareness and where we need to keep our body. So mostly we're gonna be doing body weight movements. Of course, we're gonna use the straps. We're gonna work on L-sits and our scales. I can't remember if we did L-sits last time or not, but I know we did scales. So let's go through those really quick on scales. So remember the front scale, arms go out nice and long, and then we lift one leg, point that toe, and then we're gonna hang out here and we're gonna accumulate 30 seconds, or just hold it for 30 seconds, okay? And then you'll do both legs. And then the back scale, more of a side view of this. Again, arms out nice and long. And then we're gonna move that leg and those shoulders all in the same motion. And then again, we're gonna hold it there for 30 seconds. Trying to keep that body as flat as possible, but remember on the back scale, we don't want our chest down here and then just our foot here. We need to have the heel and the shoulders connected. So if the back is moving, then that leg needs to be moving all the same plane, okay? L-sits. Show you these really quick. We are going to use the benches when we do this, but just for video purposes, we're gonna go off this. All right, so an L-sit is a great ab exercise, hip flexors, leg exercise. So there's a few ways to do this. The first, probably the most difficult, would be taking the feet out and then holding your L-sit. Let me do that from the side as well. So again, from the side view, your legs are gonna come up, and you wanna get your hips in line with those wrists as best as you can. Now, let's say you can't do that. Absolutely no worries. You can then take one leg straight out, and let me move back a little bit. There we go. Take one leg straight out, and then just keep one foot flat on the floor, or bring both knees into the chest, okay? So there's an option for everybody to do. Again, we're going to accumulate 30 seconds on that, all right? So that's going to be one portion. We're then going to start working on the suspension straps. Now, the first thing we're going to do, can't remember what the term is or what the exercise is really called, so we're going to call it a rotating row. You're going to start in a row position, so elbow is right next to the ribs. What I'm going to do is extend my arm, lean back, reach back as far as I can, and then pull myself into the strap. Can't really do this from the side, you won't be able to see me, so just imagine I got my hand right next to my chest, extending the arm, I'm going to rotate the body down, that hand is going to touch the floor, then I come back up, pulling myself up with this arm, okay? We're going to call that the rotating row. Then we are going to do the Y raise. So the Y raise, you start, arms out nice and long, and then you're going to lift yourself up, make a Y with the hands, and then come back down, okay? Y raise. So it's called the Y raise because when you get to the top, you look like a Y. All right, simple as that. Another exercise we're going to do for the TRX straps, we have to have these bicep curls. Remember the palms face each other. You bring the pinkies to the ears and then come back down. And remember, we want to keep those elbows in the same position the entire time, so we don't want to raise them up as we're doing this move. We don't want to draw them in and then bring the pinkies in there. If I had my hand underneath your arms, you should not touch my arms the entire time, okay? And then last, again from the side view on this one, we're gonna go into our plank position. So remember with that, we lay down on our back and our feet come from behind the straps. So your shoelaces are going to be facing the straps, right? Then you simply flip over. Now you're in a plank position. We're gonna do double knees in. So you're gonna hit that plank, bring the knees into the chest, and then come right back out. Now what we want to avoid is shooting that butt up right away to get those knees in. Lock in the abs, bring those knees in, and then extend those legs back out, okay? Those are double knee ins, all right? So that's gonna be where we're really learning how to hold our body in certain positions. Next, you're gonna do some body weight exercises as well as some strength training exercises, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. Some of you guys are gonna start on one side of the room, some people start on the other, okay? You're gonna do a bear crawl from one side to the other. Now for the bear crawl, we wanna make sure that we stay nice and low to the ground, okay? So, or you can call this an alligator crawl. I want my shins parallel to the floor, my back nice and flat as I move along, okay? Let's just keep the butt out of the air and engage those abs and engage those back muscles, okay? That's gonna be our bear crawl. Once you get to the other end, you are then going to grab a kettlebell. You're going to go straight into an overhead, and you're gonna do walking lunges. So, you're gonna go one arm all the way down to the other side of the room, and then when you get to that, go ahead, switch sides, and then do the same thing, okay? Then, so there's your one strength training, body weight. Now we're gonna go back to body weight. You're gonna do the crab walk. The crab walk, start on your butt, lift the butt, and you're gonna move, there we go, forwards or backwards. I'm not gonna be too particular if you go backwards or forwards on that, just as long as you go from one side, okay? So each time, the bear crawl, you're starting on one side, you're just going to the other. Same for the crab walk, start on one side, go back to the other. It's not a down and back thing, okay? From there, what was the next move? Shoulder press. So back to the kettlebell. Again, we've done the shoulder presses before. We're gonna keep them strict. Elbow, shoulder, wrist, nice straight line. Press up, come back down, okay? You're gonna do 10 of those. And then, for your body weight movement, you're gonna do a burpee with a broad jump. So burpee, and instead of jumping up, jump forward, and then again, you'll make your way to the other side of the room. Last but not least, for your strength, grab some dumbbells, maybe even kettlebells. We're just gonna do some traditional side raises, okay? So we're gonna be doing mostly body weight, but we'll throw in a little bit of strength or weight resistance training as well, okay? So body resistance training, as well as kettlebell or dumbbell resistance training, okay? A little bit different today or this week, but let's try it out, see how you like it. And also for our warm-up, we got a game that we're gonna play. I think you guys will like that as well. All right, see you this week.